guys, so I am here in quarantine in London, and it really got me thinking about why I ever started solo traveling in the first place. It seems that so many people's jobs are switching to remote, and some people, it sounds like they're going to be remote long term even after this is over with. I think it's a really good time to start thinking about solo traveling if you are single or if your partner is in a totally different situation than you. I think the world is going to have changed a lot whenever we are actually out of this. Solo travel is a really good opportunity to take advantage from working from home. So I thought, let's just do a little YouTube video about it. I don't think a lot of people understand solo travel in the sense that, you know, I get the question a lot, like, why do you travel solo? It was my goal to be able to work remotely and travel full time. I had hoped that my sister or one of my good friends would be at that point as well, and we would be able to travel together, but nobody was. So I kind of had a freak out moment, like, what am I going to do? Solo travel really didn't cross my mind initially, and once it did, I was a little bit worried about it. I thought, okay, is this going to be safe? Am I going to enjoy it? Is it going to be, you know, lonely? I went on a short solo trip first to test it out, and I really liked it. So I just kept taking those baby steps until I was traveling solo full time. Something I highly recommend if you are interested in going this route. Try a little trip somewhere first to see if you like it, because it's not for everybody. Hang on. When I started solo traveling, I just thought of it as an opportunity to go to a lot of places and see a lot of different things and kind of, you know, live this digital nomad lifestyle. What I didn't realize was how much of a step it would be outside of my comfort zone, and how many other things that I would learn about myself and how much I would grow as a person from solo traveling. Solo travel, especially if you go somewhere you've never been before, it really forces you to not have anybody to depend on that you kind of would normally have if you're traveling with a partner or with a group of friends. You meet so many more new people and create so many friendships that you probably wouldn't push yourself to do otherwise. I've taken it as an opportunity to really grow my circle and meet as many people as possible. As a result of this solo travel lifestyle, I have been forced to grow in a lot of skills that I lacked self-confidence in before. There are things that we are all kind of embarrassed or fearful to do alone, and you're not normally in those situations unless you force yourself to be. It's as simple as feeling awkward going to dinner by yourself. That's something as a solo traveler you do all the time, and it's not something that's that weird. I know when I first started solo traveling, I thought of it as such an awkward thing, and I felt like everybody was looking at me, but it's something that it's not that big of a deal. It really helps your self-confidence in that way. I am really such a non-confrontational person. I will try to avoid confrontation the hardest I possibly can, and for me, that's been one of the biggest benefits of solo travel. I have had to face confrontation many of times. One time in particular, I was with one of my best friends and my sister last year in Bali, and they were there for a couple weeks, and then I was there for a couple weeks by myself, and I had a confrontation with a rental car guy, and I was just like, oh my god, I wish they were here. I wish somebody was here to help me. Doing the solo travel bit, you are the one who has to deal with all of those confrontational situations, whether you like it or not. And in that experience in particular, I learned it wasn't as big of a deal as what I was making it in my head, that just because you feel like it's going to be a confrontation, it doesn't always have to be. I don't know, I feel a lot more comfortable in those confrontations now than what I did before I started solo traveling. You're going to get a lot more confident in the skills and the different areas that you're maybe lacking self-confidence in, or you're just scared to handle yourself, I guess. I think solo travel is a really good option for people who are unsure about themselves, unsure about their life path, are wanting a sense of direction, because when you're on your own, you can hole up for a week straight and that's that. Or you're gonna realize, if I wanna make the most out of solo travel, I'm gonna have to force myself out there and meet new people and kind of face these sometimes awkward situations and put yourself out there. So that's just a little peek into why I started solo traveling and kind of a little bit about some of the unexpected benefits that I have experienced through my solo travel adventures. If you are thinking about starting to solo travel and you need any advice, please be sure to reach out to me in the comments below or shoot me a DM on Instagram. You can find me right here.